Hey everyone, so how are you feeling? Big shifts in energy again. I hadn't expected it to change quite so quickly from the start of May. We were really in that kind of expansive energy, and then I feel that over the past week and a half, that really shifted, and we were met once again with really kind of challenging energies. Um, Solar flares and energy coming in from the sun as well, kind of exacerbating that. It has really felt like a challenging week and a half. Lots of emotional highs and lows. I think it was on Monday, it felt particularly draining. There was that feeling again of having layers of density being stripped away. So I don't know how you've kind of found that, but it sometimes plays out in our human experience that things seem to be getting quite chaotic and falling out of alignment again. We feel a little bit out of balance. We feel more emotional than usual as we prepare to let go of some of the things that are no longer serving us so that we can ascend again. I do think that when we have these moments where it feels really, really difficult, really intense, and we just kind of get caught up and emotional, that ultimately that is for our soul growth. So we let go of some of that stuff that we've been holding on to for a long time. Sometimes they are things that are in your life experience, so it can be relationships or jobs or different circumstances that you've been in for a long time, either get stripped away or they get called into question, and you have to find the parts of that experience that isn't serving you very well. So it doesn't necessarily mean that if it's a relationship that relationship is going to break down, but it might show you the aspects of it that need more work or more attention, or show you how everything has the potential to change. So if it does change, which direction do you want that to go into? Bear in mind that when we go through these difficult kind of recalibrations, that our conscious mind and our thoughts are going to come in and play a part in that too, by the kind of the narrative that they bring us concerning those issues. So if we get caught in those patterns of negative thinking or assuming things are going to go a certain way that maybe aren't the way that we want them to go, we're actually giving that more energy and encouraging that to happen. So there can be a little bit of a kind of battle sometimes with the egoic mind, with that chatter, with what we truly desire, if you haven't kind of quite mastered that yet. And I think it takes a long time. I haven't mastered it yet. I get caught into the mind chatter too. I think most of us do have moments where we get pulled back into that. I think that spiritual journey and how far you've come determines on just the extent to which you get pulled into that and how you can get yourself out of it. That it's usually a lot quicker, a lot easier once you feel kind of imbalanced most of the time. But everybody experiences it on some level. So if you have found it particularly challenging over the last week or so, just know that you're not alone with that. The energy is conducive to that kind of stripping away of anything that's not serving you anymore. So just have a little think about that, how it feels to you, and just be aware of coming back into your heart center, so that the actions and the manifestations that come from that point are coming from your heart space, so from a place that is in alignment with your true and authentic self, with what you really want, rather than what will serve you at soul level, rather than what you kind of perceive externally as something that you want to happen, or maybe something like concentrating on what you don't want to happen as well. So when you come back, you can close your eyes, you can meditate, or you can just be aware of the space at the center of your chest and giving energy to that. That'll help you to bring yourself into a place where you are able to manifest with more light and allow whichever way the circumstances are going to unfold them to be for your highest and greatest good.